that nice? Are you liking that? Hello, little lorikeets. Hello. How lovely. You're lovely, Hess. Hello. It is quite, I think I missed today actually. It's quite a lot later and I didn't vlog at all yesterday because I was at work essentially all day. I listened to Hand That Eye in the Heart on the way to and from work, and then I went to my boyfriend's later and we did a bit of reading. I managed to get about 30 pages of Circe read and I feel like I'm just getting into it. I'm really liking it so far. In Hand That Eye in the Heart, I'm feeling mixed about it. Again, the period theme keeps cropping up and I kind of feel like it's super weird. And also I feel like there's no story there at the minute and I feel like it's like a bit lackluster, plotless. There seems to be some scenes that are really showing some in-depth sword description and not much else. So I'm a little bit, there's nothing bad about it, however it's not blowing me away at the moment. It's just a kind of meh read. Today I have been to the zoo. You might see some footage or some clips maybe. We did a tiger meet thing for my mum's birthday, which we booked ages ago, and I went and made friends with some parakeet things which were kind of nice. So that's it. I'll check in with you later. Hello everybody. So it's a bit later now, sorry. I've got wet hair, I've just had a shower and I have hit the 100-page mark of Circe. I'd say that it got to around page 67 and something in the story happened and it changed. And I feel like then kind of like the plot has really got going, more is happening. I am really liking it so far. I'm really liking that Circe is kind of given a voice. It's super interesting. I'm really liking it. It was very slow to begin with. Please excuse the wind. It is the windiest day I think we've had in so long here. So Circe is going well. Just past the 100-page mark. I'd like to keep going and maybe read some tonight, but I'll check in when I've read more. So then over the weekend I didn't vlog. I went to see my boyfriend and I intended to vlog yesterday. However, I went to give blood and I thought, oh, it's cool, I'll vlog giving blood. And then I had a super lovely bookish day with my friend Lisa. However, I gave blood and fainted, or almost fainted, and wasn't very well for basically the entire day. So it didn't feel like vlogging. However, books I have actually been reading. So I think I'd started Circe by the time I spoke to you. And I finished Circe. Whew, what a ride. I totally get the hype. I really enjoyed it. I rated it 4 stars. I just loved it. Like, the prose was beautiful. The way that Madeline Miller had kind of interweaved various Greek myths in with kind of like the way she'd weaved things in with storyline was really good. I really loved it. I'll have more thoughts in my wrap up and maybe some more concise thoughts. Sorry, there's a fan moving behind me. And then I've also started Cinder by Marissa Meyer for like a fairy tale retelling. And I'm about 120 pages into that, and so far I'm really loving it. It's super easy to read. It's great. I really like it. Okay, so it's a lot later now. I have just showered, so I look horrific. So I'm not going to show my face on camera. My eyes get very red in the shower. So today I was just at work and now I've come back. I went for dinner with a friend and I've come back. I'm just going to read some of Cinder. I am about, let's look, 128 pages in. I'm actually really liking this so far. I kind of like how it's pretty loose as a retelling of Cinderella. Like, you can definitely see some of the strands of the original Cinderella story in there. However, it's just like a guilty pleasure. Like, I know that there's nothing particularly profound about it. It's just super, super entertaining and I'm really enjoying it. I'm quite surprised because there's quite a few sci-fi elements. There's like a disease that's broken out and Cinderella is a cyborg, and I think that's really, really cool. I'm not really into sci-fi, but I'm really enjoying this. In terms of The Hand That Ironed That Heart audiobook, it's gone a bit flat. There's a couple of ways that the story has progressed, and I think Ashley dealt with this in her vlog for the MythTake readathon. It kind of jumps and goes to some interesting levels. I'm not quite sure about it yet, and I'm not sure like how appropriate it is. I don't know if it's a little bit offensive. Some of the gender remarks I think are a little bit weird. I don't know. I'm not loving it, and the story and the villains or the villainous group have kind of been portrayed as, you know, one minute they're just enemies and the next minute they're cannibals. Yeah. Interesting. And like suddenly it goes from bobbing along like normal, and then it like produces this really grotesque and horrific imagery when it's talking about the cannibals and how they will have eaten meat off the bone, and it's pretty disgusting and like it's just weird. I'm not enjoying it so far. So I am just about to leave for work. I am working from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. today, so that's a long day. I'm kind of tired because I went to bed late last night. When I get home, I think I'm actually going to try and read some of the Neil Gaiman Sleeper in the Spindle book, which is like a graphic novel, Sleeping Beauty retelling thing. It's really, really short, so I might try and get it read tonight when I get home from work. But I will update you when I am home from work. Hello. So it's a lot later, maybe even the next day. So today I have been working. What a surprise! And I have been listening to the audiobook of The Hand That Ironed the Heart, and it's taken an interesting turn. Not for the better. So, I don't know, like, ooh, camera angle. It just has jumped to a few conclusions, and the storyline has jumped into a direction that I'm a little bit confused by. Can't quite grasp it. It's weird. In other news, today has been quite stressful because today I was offered a job. So I start on Monday my new job. That feels kind of weird to say that. As many of you know, I have been studying for my master's degree, and that finished this month, and I've just been working kind of like my part-time customer service job, and I actually have not permanent, but a job, so yay. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'll update you when I've read more.
2,000 years later.
It is the final day of the MythTake readathon. So, hope you can see by the mess behind me, I have just filmed a sit-down video of all the books that I have hauled this month. So, reading update. I have listened to more of The Hand, The Eye and the Heart. And it's shit. Oh. I'll have to bleep that out. But it sucked. Like, I really hate it, and I really think it's offensive, and I think it's going to be a 1-star read. I just don't think I'm okay with white authors portraying, like, cultures that aren't theirs. I kind of think that this book is borderlining on cultural appropriation. I think there are flaws in the story, and I feel like if it was done well and the story was portrayed well, then it could have been okay. I also do not like the fact that she's a shapeshifter and she's non-binary. I think the tie between those things is very tenuous. I think the use of pronouns is quite tenuous. I really, as somebody who is not non-binary, I feel like I can't really comment on it. However, I don't think that this is particularly well done. I would love to know if anybody who is non-binary has read this book and what they think about it, because as somebody who isn't non-binary, I can't really comment on it, even though I just did. I'm a hypocrite. I would love to know if somebody who's non-binary thinks of this book, because I don't think it's a very good portrayal. And then it's kind of like intermingled with a really like historical, like Chinese influenced setting. I just hate it. And then the whole bit about cannibals and the baddies being cannibals. Meh. I'm really not into it. Don't like it. I think audiobook sucks. I think the narrator is hella boring. Like I can't get on board with it. It bloody sucks. So, a more positive update. Let's talk about Cinder. So I'm about 200 pages into Cinder now. And this book has taken me completely by surprise. This book is one of those books that I just thought I'd read because it's been on my TBR since about 2014, so it needs to be read. It either needs to be unhauled or read, and I have a lot of books on my shelves that have been on my shelves for a very, very long time. Sorry, my arm's aching. And I just need to get through them. Ooh, Lisa is messaging me. Ooh. And this is just one of them. And I totally get why in 2014 this was hyped. This book is cool. I'm not really into sci-fi, but this is cool. I really love how it's a retelling of Cinderella, but pretty loose retelling of Cinderella. I really love how the romance is a little bit underplayed. Like, it's burning, it's getting there. I'm just loving it. It's fast-paced, it's interesting, it's well written. The whole thing about disease outbreak. And I've just got to a bit where we're kind of getting a bit of politics as well, because the Lunar Queen has come to visit the kingdom where Cinders lives. I'm just loving it. I really, really like it. So I'm hoping for this afternoon, because it is the last day of the readathon, I'm hoping to get this finished. And I want to start, because I want to get The Hand Behind the Heart finished. Let's get this over and done with. And then I want to start my books. My books for the Femme Fatale readathon. I am not going to vlog the Femme Fatale readathon because I'm starting a new job on Monday. And I think vlogging and starting a new job is probably not a good idea. So I am going to start either A Pirate's Wish by Cassandra Rose Clark or A Court of Thorns and Roses. Haven't decided which yet. And I'm doing this readathon. Oh, I forgot that I got this wet. I'm doing this readathon, and then I'll probably like update you in my wrap up on how that readathon went. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to start the readathon, like to do really well and read like hundreds and hundreds of books. Hang on, I need a drink. So I don't want to put loads of pressure on myself to kind of do this readathon like to the best of my ability, because I'm starting a new job on Monday, as I've said. So I just want to take part and have a bit of fun and see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to finish this. I might do a little wrap up at the end of this vlog when the readathon has ended, to say what I read and what I didn't read. The last week has not been very good, sorry. It's been boring. I don't know if the footage is any good, so we'll see. But I'll do a little wrap up probably tomorrow. See you later. Hello. So it is, well, the readathon ended yesterday, and I just kind of wanted to wrap this vlog up a bit and tell you what I managed to read. So in the readathon I managed to read 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, and to thank the host of the readathon. I really enjoyed the readathon, and I really liked that it was a 2-week long readathon, because I felt like I could kind of achieve more. Sometimes a week long I don't think is enough. I can't really realistically read a book and read 7 books in 7 days, especially while I'm trying to live life a little bit normally and have sleep and stuff. So I will sign off this vlog now. Hopefully I will vlog again soon, but until next time, happy reading. Goodbye.